All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, before we proceed to the weekly setups, I just want to let you guys know about what's happening right now. So, there's a very strong geopolitical tension between the USA and Iran, right? So, there's currently war, there's a lot of confusion really happening in the market, and I could explain this in this video, but this video is pretty much edited already. So, I'll explain that on the Telegram channel. So, all you just need to know right now is that these tensions in the market are going to be causing a lot of confusions between traders and even economic activities in general, right? So if there's anything that you're going to be doing as a trader this new week, just know that tensions are going to be sending people to withdraw their money from other markets and invest them on safe haven assets like gold, especially gold, by the way. So expect gold this week to be going massively, to be pumping massively. Expect silver to also pump massively, even oil and all those safe haven assets. And welcome back to another weekly setup. So I'm done analyzing over 20 pairs using FX allergy set and forget strategy, and these are the best pairs I'm willing to take this new week. So coming over to my screen right here, the very first pair I'm looking to see is Euro USD for potential buys on this market, right? So let me show you what we saw right here. So we have a very strong area of interest, very strong area on the daily time frame. Price is pretty much testing this area for the second time and is slowing down and is having engulfing on this area of interest, which is the main area of interest, right? Which shows that this area of interest is going to be strong, is going to hold, right? And from the AME, you can also see that this market is holding market as support, right? But we are not buying right now because we have a resistance level at the top. So we still need a break and retest above that level just to be safe, right? Weekly time frame is we have a strong area on the weekly time frame. So it's a daily and a weekly area combined. So it's a very, very strong area. 4 hour time frame right now is pretty much bullish, but I'm looking for a very clean shift, right? Because all this, I don't want to be in a market where there's too much consolidation, right? I need a very clean break and retest above here to buy, right? So that is my first pair I'll be willing to take for this new week. So until we have that break and retest, I will call on the Telegram channel like I usually do. I'll call on the Telegram channel on exactly when I'm entering and when I'm about to execute the trade. So to join this Telegram channel, just come over to the YouTube channel right here, click this link, and then click this link to join the Telegram channel, right? So that is the first pair, Euro USD for buys this new week. Euro GBP is the next pair I am also willing to take, right? So coming over to the daily time frame, you can see that this area on the daily time frame has clearly been respected by price multiple times. What I'm expecting is for price to come back to that area and be respected by price again, because now we are currently above the area. If price, if the price is respecting the area, then that simply means we should be looking for buys, right? Weekly time frame is bearish, but we'll not be needing it in this case, right? Because we need at least two time frames to be bullish for us to be buying, right? So 4 hour time frame is also bullish. So the daily and the 4 hour time frames are bullish. So all we just need is a little bit of discount because this price is too high. So we need a little bit of slowdown coming into the area and give us signs on the 1 hour to actually buy. Again, I'll call it on the Telegram when it is ready, right? For now, this momentum candle, we don't really need it. We need a little bit of slowdown just like this and potentially a doji like this just for us to buy, right? So that's exactly what I'm expecting right here. So that is the second pair I'm willing to take for this week. The third pair is USD card. So these are the three favorite pairs for me this new week. But I still have other pairs I will be calling and I'll tell you guys what I'm looking to see. So USD card is very, very clean. We have a very strong area of interest again on the daily time frame, right? As you can clearly see, multiple rejections from that same area. Price came back to that area again, having clear slowdowns, a doji rejections from area, and even having an engulfing this last day, which was on Friday, right? So now what we are looking for on the 4 hour time frame, which is looking very clean, you can clearly see that the 4 hour time frame also has a reversal candlestick pattern, which is the left head and right shoulder. Right now we are breaking the neckline. The EMA is also shifting bearish, as you can clearly see. All we are looking for is a retracement back into the area and reasons for us to sell this market from the 4 hour last previous structure point, right? So that is my favorite pair I'm looking to see again this week. So on the 1 hour time frame, depending on how price comes to that area, we'll look for reasons to sell. But this market right now, the bias for next week is for us to be looking for sales on this market, potentially around this area. So other pairs I'm paying attention to is NZD card. So NZD card, I'm expecting this market to continue selling, but we still need a clear break and retest under this level to sell. For right now, I don't know if this market is really going to play out this same week, right? But I'll keep a close eye on that market. GBP card is another pair I'm looking to see this week. So GBP card on the daily time frame, you also have a very strong um GBP card on daily time frame also have a very strong area of interest. Pretty much what I'm looking for in this market is a break and retest under that area for us to sell because market structure is bearish. For now, we don't know if price is going to react off of this area to continue buying. So what we have to wait for is the break and retest. So I'll update you guys on the Telegram as well. NZD USD. NZD USD is pretty much the same similar price action with NZD card, right? So I'm waiting for a break and retest under this level to sell because it makes more sense, right? If you watch the longer version of the video, you understand what I'm talking about. Then NZD, Euro NZD, pretty much on the 4-hour time frame, this is where the market is very clean, right? On the 4-hour time frame, I'll just be waiting for a break and retest under this 4-hour area right here to sell, right? So until that happens, I'll be interested in Euro NZD. So the last pair is actually AED USD for potential break and retest to buy, but the area is not that strong. That's why I'm not adding it as one of the favorite pairs for this week. So these are all the pairs I'm paying attention to for this week, and we hope to win this new week. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next week setups.